Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Everybody, myself Rahul Mishra and I am a reasoning educator. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Entry. Student, in this video I am going to discuss the IBPS Clerk 2018 Pre-Reasoning Memory Base paper. Okay, in this video I have included most important 10 questions of that paper. Okay, so do check it out completely because there's high chances that same type of question is going to appear in your upcoming examinations of IBPS Clerk Pre. Okay, so let's start the video from question number 1 to 5. Okay, so the question is 12 people are sitting in two parallel rows containing 6 people each. Okay, in such a way that there is an equal distance between adjacent persons. In row 1, A, B, C, D, E and F are seated and all of them are facing south. Okay. In row 2, P, Q, R, S, T and V are seated and all of them are facing north. Therefore, in the given sitting arrangement, each member seated in a row faces another member of the other row. So before starting these kind of questions, what you have to do, you have to draw the two parallel rows. Okay. And you have to always assume this row, downside row is north facing row and this upside row is south facing row. Okay, in the case of south, right side is this and the left side is this. In the case of north, left is this and right is this. After that, you have to plot the seat equal to the number of persons given to you. We know that there are 12 persons and in each row there are 6 persons seated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 will be in south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 will be in north facing. Okay. Now let's start the question. V sits third to the right of S. Okay. So where V and S are sitting? V and S are sitting in north facing row. Okay. So let me write down here. From P to V, every person are seated in north facing row. And from A to F, every person are seated in south facing row. Okay, now V is sitting third to the right of S and S faces F. F does not sit any of the extreme end of the line. According to this line, S will also not sit any extreme end. Why? Because S is facing F and when F is not sitting any extreme end, S will not sit any of the extreme end. Okay, so from S, V is third right. So S will not come at the extreme end. So S can come over here. 1, 2 and 3. We will sit at this place. Or S can come over here. 1, 2 and 3. We will sit at this place. So we are getting two possibilities. Okay. Let me draw the another one quickly. So this is case 1 and this will be our case 2. So in case 2, S will come over here. 1, 2 and 3. We will sit at this seat and we know that S faces F. So S will come over this seat and here also S will come over at this seat in the front of S. Okay. Now D sits third to the right of C. C we cannot put this in because there will be too much possibilities. So what we will do, we will make it footnote. Okay. So from C, third right is D. Okay. Third right is D and R faces C. Okay. In front of R, C will come. Now the one who faces E sits third to the right of P. Okay, so from P, third right is a person who is facing E. This is our second hint and this is our first hint. Now B and P do not sit at the extreme ends of the line. Okay, so B is sitting in south facing row, so B will not sit at any end of the south facing row. Okay, similarly P will not sit at any end and P is sitting on the north facing row. Okay, so P is blocked at these two seats. So we have made this hint in our case number 2 as well. Okay, now next line, T is not an immediate neighbor of V. Okay, our third hint is this, T is not an immediate neighbor of V and A is not an immediate neighbor of C. Our fourth hint A is not an immediate neighbor of C. Okay. R do not sit at extreme end. Okay, R is facing north, so R will come at this row, and R is also blocked at both the ends. Okay, so this is our complete hint plotted of this puzzle. Now we will use them one by one and solve our puzzle. Okay, so which hint I can pick? I can start with hint number 2. Why? Because we will get confirmed places very easily after using hint number 2. See, we know that P cannot come at this seat. Okay, P is possible at this seat, is this one also and this one also, but here it is also given that from the person P there is a person who is sitting third right to him, and that person is facing E. Okay, so P is not possible at this seat because we will not get third right person. Okay, so only one place is possible of P in case number 2, that is this one. 1 2 3, this person will face E. Okay, similarly in this case P is blocked over here. Okay, P cannot come at this seat because we will not get third right. Okay, so P will sit at this seat only. 1 2 and 3, this person will face E. Okay, so this hint we have completely used. Now T is not an immediate neighbor of V, so T is blocked at these two seats. Okay, so T will come at this place only. Here T is blocked at this seat, but T can come over here and T can come over here. Okay, now from C, third right is D and C is facing R. Okay, so where I can put C? C is sitting in south facing row. So in case number 1, can C can come over here? Okay, let me put 1 2 and 3, D must come, but here F is already seated, so C place is not possible at this seat. Okay, let me switch C seat. Okay, so C can come at this seat, yes, and C is facing R, yes, it is also possible. Now 1 2 and 3, D will sit at this seat. Okay, so we have plotted this hint as well over here. Now in this case, can C can come over here? No, because V is sitting opposite to C, but according to the question, R must sit opposite to C, so C seat is not possible over here. So only one seat is left for C, that is this one, and 1 2 and 3, D will come over here because D is third right of C and C is facing R. Okay, so we have completely plotted this hint as well. Now only one seat is left for T, that is this one, and the remaining person Q will come at leftover seat. Okay, so we have plotted hint number 3 as well in both the cases. Now hint number 4 is left, that is A is not an immediate neighbor of C. In case number 1, again there is only one seat left, that is this one, so Q will come at the leftover seat because Q is the leftover person. Now we know that A should not be an immediate neighbor of C. Look at the case number 1. We have only these two seats left, which are the immediate neighbor of C only. Okay, and here A can come at this seat or at this seat, but it is restricted by our question. Okay, A and C cannot be the immediate neighbor, so this condition is not getting validated over here, so case number 1 will be completely eliminated. Okay, look at the case number 2. Here B is blocked. Okay, so B will sit at this seat and A will come at this seat, so our hint number 4 is also completely validated in case number 2. So this is the correct answer. I hope it is clear. Now we will solve the question based on it. Okay, so question number 1, who amongst the following faces D? D faces T, so option number A is the correct answer. Now question number 2, who amongst the following represent the person or people sitting at the extreme ends of the row? Okay, look at the option R and F. No, wrong option. T and A, yes, T and A sitting at the extreme ends of the row, so option number B is correct. Okay, no need to check further. Now question number 3, 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and thus form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to that group? Okay, so we need to find the odd one out in this case. Look at the option number A, B and T. Okay, look at the relationship between B and T like this. Okay, A and Q, again like this. C and S, again like this. F and P, again like this. Number E, D to R or D and R. Look at the pattern between D and R. so it is not following the sync with the another options. That is why option number E will be the odd one out. Okay. Now question number 4. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and thus form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to that groups? Okay, so we have to check the option again. D sitting at the end. Okay. S is not sitting at the end. V is sitting at the end. Now T is sitting at the end. Now option number E, that is A is sitting at the end. So 4 persons are sitting at the end, but S is not sitting at the end. So odd one out is option number B. Okay, I hope it is clear. Question number 5. How many persons are seated between R and T? Between R and T, there are 2 persons sitting. So correct answer is option number B. Okay, now we will solve question number 6 to 10. So the question is 8 friends P, Q, R, S, T, Y, V and W are seated around a square table in such a way that 4 of them are sits at 4 corners of the square while 4 sits in the middle of each of the 4 sides. Okay, the one who sits at the corner faces the center while those who sits in the middle of the side faces outside. Okay, so the person who was sitting at the corner facing the center and the person sitting in the middle facing outside, it is given to us. Now this is square based sitting arrangement. What you have to do, you have to draw the square before solving this question and plot the seats according to the instructions given to you. So 4 sits at the corner, this side is known as corner, and 4 sits at the middle, this side is known as middle. Okay, and the corner faces the center. Okay, so they are facing the center and the middle facing outside. Okay, now you have to start solving your question. So the question is P who face the center sits third to the right of V. Okay, P is facing the center, so P must come at the corner of the table. Okay, and P is sitting third to the right of V. Let us suppose P is here. Okay, from V, third right is P, so we must sit at this seat. Okay, why? Because in the case of outside, clockwise is right. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 we are getting third right, so this seat is satisfying the condition given to us. Now T who face the center is not an immediate neighbor of V, so T will not come at these 2 seats. Okay, because these seats are immediate neighbor of V and it is also given that T is facing the center, so T must sit at this seat. Okay, now only one person sits between V and W, so W can come over here and W can come over here. We are getting 2 possibilities. Okay, so we will use this hint later on. We must write it down in our footnote, that is V dash W. Okay, this means that between V and W there is only one person sitting. Now S sits second to the right of Q. Q faces the center. Okay, so Q seat is possible at this one only, and S is second to the right of Q and Q is facing the center. In the case of center, anti-clockwise is right hand side, so 1 and 2, S will sit at this seat. Okay, now R is not an immediate neighbor of P, so R is blocked at these 2 seats. Okay, now only one seat is left for R, that is this one, and we know that between V and W there is only one person sitting. Okay, so W must sit at this seat. So this is how we have solved this square based arrangement completely. Now this seat is left, we will plot that person which we have not used yet. So Y is left, so this seat Y will sit. Now we will solve the question based on it. Okay, now question number 6. Who sits second to the left of Q? Q is facing the center, the left is clockwise, so 1 and 2. P, so correct answer is option number B. Now question number 7. What is the position of T with respect to V? V is facing outside, so 1, 2 and 3. This is anti-clockwise. In the case of outside, anti-clockwise is left, so third to the left must be the correct answer, so option number C. Now question number 8. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and so form a group. Which one that does not belong to that group? So this question is from odd one out. Okay, look at the option R. R is facing outside. Okay, now W is facing outside. V is facing outside. S is facing inside, and then Y is facing outside. So all 4 persons are facing inside apart from S. So S is our odd one out. So option number D is the correct answer. Okay. Now question number 9. Which of the following will come in the place of the question mark based upon the given sitting arrangement? Okay. Now we have to observe the pattern and find out the answer. Now W and P. Look at the pattern between W and P. They both are immediate neighbor. Okay. Now T and R. Again T and R are immediate neighbor. Now Q and W. Where is Q? Here. Q and W also immediate neighbor. Now R and S. R and S again also immediate neighbor. Now according to this series, what we have to do, we have to check the option Y and T. Yes, Y and T can be the option because both are the immediate neighbor. V and Y. V and Y cannot be the possible option. Okay, because they are opposites. They are not immediate neighbor. V and Q. Yes. P and Y. Yes, this is also possible. Q and V. Yes, this is also possible. Okay, so according to this pattern, we are getting more than 2 options. Okay, the pattern is the immediate neighbor, so we have to mark only one option. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to check the another possibility between the given series. Okay, now how we can check? We have to check the number of person between ending person and starting person of the different series. Okay, so ending person is P and starting person is T in the second series. So how many person between them? Between P and T there is a gap of only 1 person. Okay, now R and Q. Between R and Q there is a gap of 2 person. Between Q and W we don't have to check. Why? Because they both are immediate neighbor. Now we have to check between W and R. Between W and R there is a gap of 3 person. And now between S and this person which will come over here, there should be the gap of 4 person. Okay, now let us check from S. 1, 2, 3 and 4. After the gap of 4, Y is there. So Y and T must be the correct option. So option number A is the correct answer. I hope it is clear. Okay, see why we have used this pattern, because our immediate neighbor sequence is not getting validated because we were getting more than 2 options on the same pattern. Okay, and in second case what we did, we have checked the number of person between the series. Now question number 10. Which of the following is true regarding R? Okay, look at the option. R is an immediate neighbor of V. No. R faces the center. No. R is facing outside. R sits exactly between T and S. Yes. Option number C is absolutely correct. Okay, thank you very much student. I hope it is clear. Okay student, for practice these type of question, you need to download our entry app. The link is given in the description box. When you download it, it will ask you the login detail. When you fill the login detail, you will get the interface like this. On our entry app, you will not only get the reasoning section quizzes, but also different subject quizzes which are relevant for your exam, such as quantitative aptitude, English, and general awareness. All these quizzes are being updated regularly. If you want to practice, what you have to do? You have to go in the practice section where you will get interface like this. Okay, you can click on the exam which you are preparing. After clicking on this, you will get your free mock test. Okay, so let's suppose you have clicked on SBI Clerk 2020. Okay, after clicking it, you will see the interface like this. Our app will ask you, are you preparing for SBI Clerk 2020? Then simply click on yes. Okay, then you will see the number of courses related to SBI Clerk 2020. You can attempt any of these course related to SBI Clerk 2020. Okay, let us suppose you have clicked on model exam. If you clicked on model exam, you will see the window like this or interface like this. Okay, in model exam section, you will see the number of mocks. Okay, you can attempt any of this mock because it is available free on our app. Okay, let's suppose you clicked on mock 18. Okay, after clicking it, you will get interface like this where it will show you the number of questions in that mock and total time allotted to it and the total number of marks. Okay, after attempting it, you will see the interface like this where you can see the number of questions correct by you and the wrong done by you and total number of question which is unanswered. Okay, after this you will see this analytic window. Okay, this is very important because by seeing this only you will be able to analyze your weak areas and work on it. Okay student, if you like my tricks given in this video, you can purchase our premium classes which is available only on the Entry app, where I have taken various chapters like inequalities, puzzles and so on. By purchasing our premium classes, you will not be able to improve your weak areas, but also your marks in examination will also gets improved. And student, you are getting another benefit also by downloading our app, that is you can attempt free daily quizzes and you can attempt live IBPS RRB rank booster quizzes as well. And daily live quiz is available at 10 a.m. on our app, and you will get daily 15 questions and time will be allotted to you, that is 15 minutes. Apart from that, you are getting IPS clerk rank booster quiz on the daily basis, where you will get 10 questions in 6 minutes you have to solve, which is of 10 marks. So this will help you to improve your rank in actual examination with high speed and accuracy. Student, if you are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe it. Okay, if you like our video, just give a thumbs up. Do not forget to comment and do share our video to your friends and other those who are preparing, so that they can also avail the benefit provided by the Entry. Okay, see you in the next video student. Till then, take care. Bye bye.